I'm looking forward to this.
Halo Infinite is right around the corner.
Yes, Daddy!
Now, I'm a little bit late to the party, but as veterans of the channel know, that's not exactly something new. But not too long ago, we had E3 of 2021, and with that, we got a little bit of an update for things with Halo Infinite. Now, I'm pretty sure there's stuff that you could have read up to this point, going over the different developments of Infinite over time here, so really, I'm kind of going from the perspective of the average consumer that doesn't actively seek those details out, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that perspective. And from that perspective, everything looks pretty promising. They briefly covered some stuff with the campaign and went a little more in depth with stuff for multiplayer. Both sides of this Halo coin have been pretty well received overall. And when it comes to the different titles in Halo, generally there's different polarizing opinions, but right now, the feeling of looking forward to this game is pretty unanimous from what I can tell. Now, there will be different features implemented into Halo Infinite that have been from previous titles that fans may or may not have liked, depending on who you ask. But I do believe that 343 Industries is going about it in a very appropriate manner, adding the different features from previous installments and culminating them into this fine piece of work from what we can tell so far. We received a little trailer for the campaign, and we got a little bit more in-depth coverage of the different things with multiplayer. And from both sides, I really like them. So we're going to take a look first at the campaign, the continuation of the story of Sierra 117, the Master Chief, the guy from Fortnite. Stupid. I like the way they portray Chief in this little trailer we got. Just visually, in terms of the tone for the trailer, just as a character, as a whole, it was all done just fucking chef's kiss, man. I think people sometimes forget the fact that Master Chief is like 1,000 pounds in his armor. When he lands, shit just shakes and rattles. And seeing him float through space, there's a certain weight to him. It's like, this is an absolute fucking unit we got going on here. For a brick, he flew pretty good. When he crashes into something or when he's walking on something, he's making those physical impacts, those different reactions to what's around him, because he's a big boy.
Extra thick!
And this trailer really humanized Chief as well, looking at how he interacts with the dead Marines in space. These are his fallen brothers in arms, his comrades, and he very tenderly handles their body as he passes by. And then proceeds to fucking whip aliens through space to get them out of the way afterwards. His interactions with the Pelican pilot and... what the fuck's her name? Hold on. The Weapon. Cortana 2.0. His interactions with them. He is calm, cool, collected, delivers brief lines like you would expect from the Master Chief, and they're fucking legendary. They really depict him as this beacon of hope, even in the shittiest of times in the galaxy.
You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
I told you. It's enough.
Yeah, I got this, bro. And you know what? From a man who saved the galaxy several times over, that's a pretty good way to depict him. I'm really looking forward to how Chief interacts with Weapon in particular. Now, aside from the Weapon being a conduit of thirst from the internet...
This is an extreme thirst!
Well, at least the most recent one anyway. She provides a perspective of a greenhorn AI, more or less, from what it seems, and to have that mixed with Chief's very experienced background, I feel like the chemistry of those characters can really flourish if they play their cards right, and that's something I really look forward to seeing.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
Oh shit, here we go again.
All in all, I really think that they captured the feeling and the tone that players would expect from their adventures with Chief. Also, my god, look at him. He's beautiful. This is peak Chief, my dude. Look at that. That's fucking sexy. Look at that armor. That is... Oh my god. His armor has like different wear and tear to it. It's not like pristine, like he doesn't fucking do anything. No, the man's been through some shit, and it's made an impact on the man's, and it looks so good, dude. It looks much better than a year ago with our first gameplay demo. Overall, the stuff that I saw, you can definitely tell the improvements that they've made over that amount of time, and that especially sticks out with what they showed in the multiplayer. Now, like I said before, this looks like a great culmination of previous multiplayers in Halo. It looks like it has a good chemistry of just about everything. There's something for everyone, and it doesn't look like it has drastically changed the feel of Halo, something that I feel like in the most recent titles, particularly Halo 5, it definitely deviated from that Halo feel. The gameplay might have been pretty fluid and solid, but it was missing something that just kind of had that Halo vibe to it. And from what I'm seeing here, Infinite is bringing that vibe back. We're talking the old art design. Overall, look at that. Oh, is that just like your default dude? Default dude looks amazing. I would play as that and I'm set. That looks awesome. It's just... oh. The weapon sandbox overall looks very promising. I don't know what the fuck a skewer is, but that looks awesome. You got the different vehicles. You got this customization that looks freaking solid. I like the practice that they're approaching with in terms of unlocking stuff. More or less, you're gonna have to play the game and fight your way to get those customization options, which is pretty solid. I really like that. It's not like somebody could just buy a fuck ton of rec packs to get their chosen armor that they'd like.
The Halo Battle Pass will never be taken away from you. And what I mean by that is once you buy it, it's yours and does not expire. In future seasons, you can purchase old Battle Passes as well as the current Battle Pass and choose which Battle Pass to put your progression towards.
You gotta earn your shit, baby. That's what I'm talking about. With what they're doing in Halo Infinite with these Battle Passes that you can pretty much get at any time as well. You just pick which one you want. You play the game, you unlock your stuff. None of the armors look like dog ass inherently from what I could see. This AI thing is supposed to be neat as well. Just kind of talking with you, interacting with you as you're playing in your matches. So not only do we get our own little AI voice, but we also have opportunities for variety in that AI voice. And to top it off, we still have our announcer with the double kill. So I'm pretty stoked. I like that degree of customization they're going for. Like, oh my god, enroll me into that Spartan Academy, baby. Grapple hook makes me think of the Doom Eternal meat hook, and it's just like, oh yes, please. As a whole, I'm really excited about this game, man. And if this is something that you're interested in and you just haven't seen it yet, please, I implore you to check this stuff out. I will put links in the description for the different things that they covered at E3. Please do check them out because this is very, very exciting. And it made me think about what people expect from a Halo title up to this point. After all, at the time of uploading this video, Halo is getting pretty close to being 20 years old. If you give it one more year after that, it'll be able to buy alcohol. But when you ask somebody, what is Halo? Or what makes Halo? The answer to that question can be pretty different depending on who you ask. I feel like it would be a wonderful opportunity to go back and look at previous installments and see how we got to where we are today. The different things, the different components that each title brought to the table that have led up to the now. And that is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I would be delighted if you would join me. So leading up to the release of Halo Infinite, I would like to cover each installment of the Halo franchise. Or, at the very least, everything except for maybe ODST. That we could cover if you would like me to. Admittedly, I haven't played in a while, and I feel like this would be a wonderful opportunity for myself and for others to really take a look back and revisit these things that may or may not have had a significant impact on our lives. Maybe you're straight up new to Halo. I feel this would be a wonderful way to look back at this legendary franchise. And if you would like to join me on this great journey into the divine beyond of Halo experiences, might I suggest hitting the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Perhaps a like, and a ringing of the notification bell so I can tell you, hear ye, new video. I would be delighted if you would join me. In addition, there's also the Discord for my channel. Some pretty cool folks there. You can follow me on Twitter as well for when I'm going to be uploading. I will put a notification on there. And if you're so inclined, feel free to join the channel's Patreon, which helps fund the endeavors for the channel. And with this, keep an eye out for the first installment of this endeavor with Halo Combat Evolved. We'll be taking a look at the one that started it all, in all of its low poly glory, as we can begin to piece together how Halo made a name for itself over time. I'm really excited for Halo Infinite, I'm really excited to play these previous titles, and I'm really excited to interact with you while doing so. This has been Papa Gabe, and thank you for watching. Until next time.